so bad compared to that. It's happening a lot. I wonder why. Oh well. Fuck. I can't get around this stupid thing. feels very underpowered. Like, it could just be the draws, or it could just be that Braids is kind of a shitty card. Not a good card, I should say. Not a good card. Nothing's that bad. All right, traveling minister, what you gonna do? Equipment, red and white. Wow. Guardian Benalia. See you later, pups. Okay, if he uses a trick. It's a card that I don't have to deal with. He almost definitely has it, but it's like, would you rather it affect a 2-mana guy, or would you rather it affect a 3-mana guy? And it's essentially what it comes down to. I'm not sure that helps. He had a clicker in red, but it's pretty far down the road. He needs 6 mana. It's like 3 more turns from now. For him, I should say. What? He couldn't even... Menace. So we're trying to put pressure on him. He either chooses to block the other two, in which case one player chooses to block Aaron. I gotta do this. Can I kick it? Nope. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yay! We won! And it just took somebody who didn't know how to play. That's okay. We got a crawling infestation. Claiming that. And then we're resigning. And we're saying okay. And then we're using a jumping token. And we're going to check it out again. So let's check out Warlock here for an example. Kind of a mill, come from the grave sort of combo. Whenever it attacks, it gains Death Touch until the end of the turn. So it's a 1/4 with Death Touch. Mill 2 cards. Once during each of your turns, you may play a land or cast green spells from among cards in your graveyard that were put there from your library this turn. So, kind of like a card draw gimmick built into it. I just tried these Agrivian Cavaliers. They were, it's not a strong body. A 2/2 is just not a good body by itself. In a limited factor, having that extra body on the side totally makes a lot of sense. Recruits is going to give us Defiler of Faith. As an additional cost to cast white spells, you may pay 2 life, and then those cost 1 white mana less if you pay it this way, and it reduces only the white mana. Whenever you cast a white permanent spell, you get to create a soldier token. And then finally we have Spooky, and Spooky is the Mirror Hall Mimic. which is like a spirit tribal kind of thing. So part of me thinks that I guess the self-mill reanimation is going to work with my sacrifice deck the best that I'm essentially accumulating. And I just don't think that recruits or spooky are going to get me anywhere close to where I need to be on that. So, taking the warlock. And on the flip side of this, we got Venom, which is a bloated contaminator, one of the strongest 3-drops in the entire format right now. That's really good. And if it's not, it ends up being a Tyrannix Rex, which is like the strongest 7-drop in the game. Otherwise, it could be another try at the herd migration domain mechanic, which I said I'm not the greatest at. Or there are some vampires in the bloodthirsty column, and the bloodthirsty column is going to give us things like the Voldarian Bloodcaster and Falconwrath, which are both eh. But this Venom is going to give me the cards I'm looking for outside of just the rare. Like, I love viral spawning. There is a huge place for it in the deck that I've got right now. Being able to cast a 3-drop and then almost immediately flash back and cast another 3-drop, both with Toxic, is just too good. Absolutely too good. So, we're going to do some self-mill viral spawning. And we got the Tyrannix Rex, which, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little disappointed. I would have liked to have seen something closer to the... so this is 6, this is 7, this is 7. I would have liked to have seen something different. So what does this one do again? You get to get something out of the book. When the Hourglass Coven enters the battlefield, draft a card from the spellbook twice, then put those cards onto the battlefield. Other warlocks you control also get a +1/+1. So you just get to put these things on the battlefield, like right away. Okay, at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent discards a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 3 life, unless that player sacrifices a non-land. At the beginning of your upkeep, a target creature gets -2/-1. Create a 1/1 black skeleton creature. That's gotta be the worst. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent mills 5 cards, then exile the opponent's graveyard. That is awesome, especially against the reanimators. At the beginning of your upkeep, scry 2. Warlocks you control have ward, pay 2 life. Warlocks you control have menace. That's really, really good. And at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. That's really good too. Okay, so discarding cards, like there's a lot of good stuff that gets involved in that. So we got a human knight. You're not a warlock. Specialize means that like you can flip him into different colors, right? And by specializing him into, let's say, black-green, which is the 2 colors we'll have, at the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gains X, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. At the beginning of combat, it's the same. The only difference is he's +1. So for 1 extra mana, he +1. That doesn't seem very amazing. I do like this one. I do like the Proliferate Opportunity. I've never used the Underseller Myconoid. Whenever Underseller enters the battlefield, you get to create a 1/1 green sapperling creature, and he's a mana dork. So total of 3/2, or 2/3 I should say, total of 2/3. I do like the Maze's Mantle. I don't like this. I don't like that. I actually like this one, I think. When the circle enters the battlefield, you mill 4 cards. When it dies, return a target land card from your graveyard to your hand. I like it. I wish this wasn't so top heavy, but okay. Alright. We're going to play one game, and then we're going to go. So top heavy. Let's see. The hand we drew isn't top heavy. Yay. We got a 2-drop. We got a trick. We got a Thirsting Roots. We're going to keep. I don't really need land cards. Probably just drop in a tamp. Okay. It changes it. Hello. Good game. You didn't like it. Nice. So I'm waiting for him to make a decision on what he casts, and I'll know his attack pattern before then. Once it goes from where we are right now to his main phase to his second main phase, I should be able to tap my Rustvine Cultivator. So, see how I didn't go? So I do this, tap, put the drip on, click resolve. Let's see what he does. He has some kind of instant spell, but he doesn't like what he's got. There you go. They hate it when I touch their cards. Alright. New player didn't realize. Priority fell onto them. Or they did, and they just didn't know what to do about it. Still looking at it now as if it's some major thing. It's literally just a mana. And we're going to keep. Exciting gameplay here in the jump-in. Obviously, as time goes on, we move our way up the ladder. We start playing against people who know their decks, who know what to do, how to read the cards. We don't end up in these stalled situations. This definitely is kind of a new player sorted thing. We're going to Ether Cap. Let's do this right here. Say pass to attackers. He doesn't have any attackers. He'll say pass to end, but we'll say put an oil counter. Resolve. And then we will say bye-bye. Pass to the end. Throw the mana. Destroy a target creature flying. I didn't have 5 mana. Well, I did have 5 mana. Got another Gurgle. I don't think they give you 2. Alright, we have gotten 11. We've gotten 7 out of the 18 lands. We've gotten our 2 cheapest cards. Other cards that we're looking for here are Cast Down. Nice removal spell. Okay, the Circle of Land Druid. Scrapwork Ravager enters, you draw a card and you lose a life. Good for him. I'd love to get a Viral Spawning right about now. I wouldn't mind any of these, like the Kaiga, Shadow, whatever. Okay. So, decisions are, if it wasn't blocking, draw a card when it dies. Or put the Reachy guy out there. What does he have that works at instant speed that he can't decide with? No web shots, just big fat bodies. Oh, dude, that was a brilliant move. Just give up your scrap work. Okay, it was a good move. Using Disfigure was obviously going to put this guy within reach. It would have been a trade nonetheless, but the fact that you have an Unearth mechanic and plenty of land to deal with meant that just losing this guy would have made so much sense. Yeah, it's like if you discard a land, is that right? Uh-oh. Time to sacrifice one. Fine with that. Let's go. Could double block the Circle of Land Druid. I wouldn't actually mind that. He kind of missed the ETB and the Gravelighter, though. And I prefer not to give him another chance at that. Don't think it has an Earth, but... My man's all about protecting his health, right? Venomous Brutalizer is a nice 4/4 body. Nothing to proliferate there. Sure. Now's your chance. Get your 4 damage in. If he gets the 4 damage in. Let's just pretend like he gets it. He understands. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, I'm going to crack back for 10. Make that 6. Alright, 7 damage, that's pretty good. Thank you. It's taking a long time. Alright, so he'll be threatening 5. Woohoo! Good game. Sometimes you draw your bomb. Alright. And there you go. That's a jump in from start to finish. It took us about 25 minutes. Most of that was spent in the game. We didn't spend a ton of time. This is a nice little flyer that can be fun. Get 250 experience and get the card. And the card is a rare. You can tell by the yellow that comes off of it. Kyodai, Soul of the Kamigawa. A 3/3 flash flyer for 4. When Kyodai enters the battlefield, another target permanent gains indestructible for as long as you control them. And for one of every kind of mana type, they gain +5/+5 till the end of the turn. Great googly mooglies. What a cool card. A bit of a domain-y kind of card, but nonetheless a cool card. Alright, so we're up to 725. I'm going to call it right here. This was a short little stream just to kind of give you an idea of what a jump in from start to finish looks like. Big positive plays. Never got a chance to use it, but, I mean, game winner, right? Trample, Ward 4, Haste, Toxic 4, 8/8 just comes and overdoes it. So definitely adding this to the green deck that we're using. Considering adding this too, since we might want to swap out one of those characters that don't have a 5 or greater toughness. We are like tangentially building a reanimator deck with a sack feature where Braids will sacrifice and then we can reanimate along the way. It looks like there are quite a few little fun cards that are involved in pulling things from the graveyard. And so the next deck that we're going to build is going to be the green and black sacrifice and reanimate side of the equation. But we're going to add these to the green deck for sure. So next time we get back, look forward to some ranked with the green deck to see if we can't get out of